So welcome back again. This is Aquarium Hacks by Marcus. And so here, as you can see, I've got everything set up to cut this polycarbonate, my jigsaw. I got all my clamps and my wood. And so I'm using this wood as a guide in order to cut it as straight as I possibly can. This won't be as important because I'm going to, of course, use the alien tape across it to make a lid. So I don't have to be perfectly straight, but you want it as straight as you possibly can get it. And so let's see how I'm going to do this. So a lot of this will not be caught on camera because I will have my back end turned to the camera, so you won't see everything, but just giving you a general idea on how to do it. And also remember, always use all safety precautions before using a jigsaw, and also use your safety glasses. And if there's any kids that is watching this right now, definitely get some supervision and get your parents' permission and supervision before you mess with something this dangerous. Okay, so here we go. So there it is, nice clear cut sheet. That's going to be my top when I open it up like that. It's going to feed the fish and everything. Okay, so let's get the back end cut a little bit. So let's take this off. Ain't too much there. Take it off with your clamps. Okay. Take that off. So now for the other end. Okay. So as you can see here, on this other end, I have marked it exactly where the filter is going to be, right here on the outside. So I cut up, and I'm going to try to cut across. But for this, we will probably need to go inside the shed, and I'm going to use actually a miter saw to cut some of this and to cut that straight there. And then I will probably then try to I will probably use a utility knife probably and cut it right there with the utility knife right there in the middle where you don't have those ridges, right there in the middle where it's soft, and cut that with a utility knife, and that should just pop right out. So let me stop the camera for a second, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Welcome back again. Here, so anyway, here's that where I have it all done here, where I got it all drawn. And so children, again, just, you know, really, children shouldn't really be messing with things such like a miter saw or things of that nature. Really get your parents' supervision, and more than that, children, really just let your parents or someone who's skilled at cutting stuff with a miter saw and to do that. So, but I'm just showing you guys how I do it here. Safety precautions as always. Now I'm going to just use that miter saw so I can cut it as close to the right section as I can. And it's a good idea to use this miter saw because the miter saw will really get it pretty straight there. So let's see here. I'm just going to cut this little section right here. see, I got that cut right there. Hopefully you can see that on camera. Well, let's see if we can bag it back. But I got that cut right there. So I've got that cut. There it is. So I'm going to cut the other piece, other side. Side is cut. Now just show you here. Now all I got to do is just simply, well, I got to cut back here a little bit. But what I simply have to do is just simply use my utility knife and cut it. So see if I get the camera adjusted a little bit. So I'm taking, again, like I said, you know, always get permission. Okay, so actually here on this side I didn't cut all the way through, so I'm gonna have to cut all the way through that for that to work for me. So I have to go back and recut that. A little bit too cautious on it. Okay, so let's just go back and try to cut it. Cut like it should be cut. Okay, very good. Then I just take my knife here and we'll just cut the rest of that just so, right down there in that middle. So that's just going to easily cut in that middle all the way down till we get to about the 8 right here. There you go. And that's going to just bend. Okay. Going to bend that back. So now that's bent back very well. Now all I have to do is just cut the other side because I know exactly where I need to cut now because it's bent. Put that other little piece right here with your utility knife, the bent piece, and we should be good. At least we should be. Okay. So, but anyway. Just gotta cut the other little piece like this. Okay, so I got that cut out. So that's for my filter, you see? That's for my filter. And like I said before, if you cut over this a little bit, you know, don't worry about that too much. You can always put some silicone there or some glue so that that don't become weak if you cut it too much with your knife. But that's going to work out really, really well. So those are my cuts that I made so far for this project. As you can notice here, the video is getting pretty long, pretty extensive because of all the work that I'm showing you that I'm doing on this. And so I'm going to stop it here and try to do a part 2 of more of this hacks on this 40-gallon breeder. Okay, so until next time, guys, hey, keep on hacking. Welcome back to the Aquarium Hacks. So on the last video, I showed you guys how I cut those hinge tops. It's a little bit of a longer video, but this one is just simply showing you how I'm going to put that silicone inside these beads, inside these square, the holes here, because if you don't, water could possibly get inside there and then cause it to have a hard water buildup. And so I'm just showing you guys how I'm going to be doing that. It's not going to be a very long video. Now, I've already cut the hinge for this. Already got a hinge top for that where it opens and closes. I showed you on a video a few videos back how to cut a hinge top or how to do a hinge top for a polycarbonate top. So please go back and try to watch that video. I might see what I can do to link it in the description below. But this is what I'm going to do now. So got my silicone here. And so what I'm simply doing is just putting a little bead of silicone right in those holes. Now, like I said before, you can use Scotch tape. You don't have to use silicone. I'm just doing something different with the silicone. And so what the silicone is going to do is just simply, and you have to move kind of fast because you don't want the stuff to dry on you. But the silicone is going to simply keep water from getting inside of here. And that's what you want. So you just put the silicone there in those holes. That's going to keep that water from getting inside of those holes. So you just do it like that. The silicone is in there like that. Then you just spread it down so it spreads in there. And that's going to make a permanent sealing in between the holes that's in this polycarbonate and the water, so that water don't get in there. So yeah, do this, and this right here will work out really good for you. Just have to move along quite quickly. Just hit in every hole, and voila. You know, that side right there is done. So just giving you guys a few little pointers on how to do these polycarbonate tops. You can, of course, avoid all this and use, of course, Scotch tape. But this is just, I think this silicone is just a little bit more of a cleaner look, I think. And I just think I want to like it a lot better. So, but anyway, that's it right there. So that's how you do it. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you guys on the video. Still working on that 40-gallon breeder. And hey guys, keep on hacking.